Language analysis can seem a bit tricky at first, but today we're going to look at it from a different angle, by comparing it to a plane. Just like a plane has many parts that work together to fly, language analysis has key components that work together to help us understand and examine texts. Let's break it down and see how it works. First, let's think about the fuselage of a plane. The fuselage is the main body that holds everything together: the passengers, cargo, and important systems. In language analysis, the fuselage represents the basic structure of language. This includes grammar, syntax, and vocabulary, the building blocks of any piece of writing. Take Romeo and Juliet as an example. When Romeo says, "But soft, what light through yonder window breaks?" The grammar here uses a question to create suspense, while the syntax or word arrangement, like "It is the east and Juliet is the sun," flips the sentence in a way that emphasizes Romeo's sudden realization. And then there's the vocabulary. By comparing Juliet to the sun, Shakespeare uses a metaphor that shows the intensity of Romeo's feelings. So, just like the fuselage keeps a plane in shape, grammar, syntax, and vocabulary give language its structure, helping us to understand how it all fits together. Next, we have the wings of the plane. Without wings, a plane wouldn't be able to lift off and soar. In language analysis, the wings represent context, understanding how words and phrases are used in different situations. Let's look at 1984 by George Orwell. In this novel, the term "Big Brother" is used again and again to refer to a controlling, ever-watching government. Without understanding the context, a totalitarian regime, we wouldn't get the full meaning behind the term. The wings, or the context, lift the language off the page and help us see the deeper meanings. Now let's talk about the engines. The engines power the plane forward, just like meaning-making drives the understanding of language. This is where we dig deeper and ask, what's this text really saying? What emotions or ideas are being communicated? In Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway, for example, the stream of consciousness narrative lets us see into the characters' thoughts and feelings in real time. This technique gives the story a sense of psychological depth, letting the language do more than just tell a story. It creates an experience. Just like engines give a plane its power, language has the power to convey complex ideas and emotions. Finally, we come to the cockpit, the heart of the plane, where the pilot controls everything. In language analysis, the cockpit is where we control our understanding by examining and interpreting the text. This is where we break down the language to understand its meaning. Take Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. The narrator's obsession with the old man's eye builds suspense throughout the story. By analyzing this obsession, we get a sense of the character's growing madness. The way the language is crafted adds to the psychological tension. And just like a pilot skillfully navigates the plane, we carefully navigate the text to uncover its deeper layers of meaning. So just like a plane needs its fuselage, wings, engines, and cockpit to fly, language analysis requires us to look at grammar, context, meaning, and interpretation. Once you understand how these parts work together, you'll be able to analyze any text and discover its hidden depths. Thanks for joining me on this flight through language analysis. Be sure to subscribe for more English tips and tricks, and I'll see you in the next video.